Why Oregon State? That's a question nearly everyone in the women's basketball community has had at some point over the last 15 years. How did a new coach garner commitments from high-rated recruits, build a new team, and how in the world did they rise to national relevancy in a matter of years?
And that'll do it! Oregon State gets the upset of Baylor!
Why not us? To understand the 2016 Oregon State women's basketball squad, you gotta go all the way back to 2010.
Without further ado, let me introduce the new head women's basketball coach at Oregon State, Scott Ruud.
2010 was a hard year, a rebuilding year, but it was one game that made all the difference.
And here we are, Gill Coliseum, ready for a historic matchup.
The victory gave OSU confidence, but most importantly, it gave them credibility with recruits, landing them a wave of new talent ready to build the program and culture. Although their next year was a success with 20 wins, their following season was back to the old as they went 10-21.
At college, this is about winning. That's why we do this. That's why they hire us, and that's why people go to school. They go to school to win.
Then, in the 2013-2014 season, a breakthrough. The Beavers won 24 games and punched their ticket to the NCAA tournament. The next season, even more growth. The Beavers won 27 games and the Pac-12 regular season title and returned again to the NCAA tournament. The next year, the non-conference schedule was wild. Top 20 opponents and tough road games. But they weren't worried. Their bond was tighter than ever. They were more experienced. And their passion? Unmatched.
The passion of this team and the family nature of the Oregon State Beavers in 2016, those were the differences.
Because of this, OSU won their first game against Stanford since 2001 and helped catapult the Beavers to another regular season title, which was made even sweeter with a Pac-12 tournament championship, Oregon State's first ever tournament title. But a conference championship wasn't the only thing they had in mind. They had their sights set on something bigger.
And here we are. Welcome to the Elite Eight matchup between Baylor and Oregon State.
In one of the most exciting matchups of the entire tournament, Oregon State looked to break Baylor's 23-game win streak.
Weisner pulls up, and oh my gosh, she hits it as the half expires.
And they didn't just break it, they crushed it.
Jones, no shot. Johnson forces one up, and it falls short. And for the first time in history, Oregon State is headed to the Final Four.
Oregon State preparing to face their biggest opponent.
And a matchup with Connecticut, the overall #1 seed in their home whites, and we are underway from Bankers Life Fieldhouse.
The loss in the semifinal in the long run proved to be small. But the legacy of the 2016 team and the culture they built lives on. Since that Final Four trip, Oregon State has become a perennial top 25 program, known for suffocating defense, a raucous home court atmosphere, and a roster full of players you shouldn't underestimate. So, why Oregon State? As the 2016 team proved, why not?
I'd say that whole season was a lesson in how it's never about the head coach, it's always about the team, because every single one of those team members on that team participated wholly. They went through a lot of pain together to get there, and they did it.
I feel like the legacy that our team left behind is anything is possible. I think our team, if you looked at from the outside, didn't look like a typical Final Four team, but the way we played together, worked together, and the way we created such a cool family culture that not many programs have made us look and be loved by a community.
I remember beating Baylor for the in the Elite Eight, and that was probably one of the best nights of my life.
Probably one of my favorite moments of that game was when Kim Mulkey got so mad that she took off her jacket with such intensity and then chucked it behind the bench and then got a technical. Like, that was just so awesome, and just shows how much how irritating our team was, because we were going to take it to you, and we did, and we had a lot of fun doing it.
It's okay to pave the way. It's okay to be different. It's okay not to look the part. You know, like I said, there was a lot of people that doubted us throughout our career, but it didn't matter. We had each other.
What was so enticing was this idea of being able to contribute to something and have an impact on something that was bigger than just me as an individual. This opportunity to really build something very special to hopefully last a very long time and create this legacy.